Over my lifetime, I've seen and lived through many crises in this country. Beginning when I was quite young and the Soviet Union had put a space capsule into the atmosphere and orbiting the Earth, and there was a science crisis, through a reading crisis. Why Johnny Can't Read was the name of the book that threw it all off. But the real crises truly began, that I can remember, with the assassination of John F. Kennedy. For people of my generation, that was the first time we faced such a national nightmare. And that was to go on with Vietnam and the protest of it, and into the assassination of Martin Luther King and the reaction to that with riots and everything, and the assassination of Robert Kennedy that changed the direction of our country, allowing Richard Nixon to become president. And we know how that turned out with Watergate and everything. Then we go on forward through things like 9/11 and Iraq and Afghanistan wars. But nothing compared to the crisis that occurred beginning in really January of 2020, when something the scientists and the medical people had warned about for years, that we would get a pandemic equal or worse than the 1918 flu, we finally got there. The problem that we had in so many of these other crises, World War II, Civil War if you want, which was long before my time, so that, and the Depression, and other times we've had presidents who knew how to handle those and knew how to unite us, instead of a president that divided us. By minimizing the pandemic, making fun of the mitigation, the social distancing and masks, and lying to us about the severity of it, we were in trouble. Over 600,000 of our fellow men and women in this country have been laid to rest. Had we mitigated it then, had we pushed the vaccine and not had to worry about divisions, political divisions in this, and had not been divided, how many more of these people would be alive? My guess is at least half of them would be. And we would not be in the position we are now. Economically, more people would be at work. The economy would be roaring even better, more than it is, because the economy is roaring, but not for the average person. The average person, particularly on the end of the scale that lost their jobs, still haven't recovered to where they would be. It's the rich that have been rich. And what do the rich do? They go out to space. Go out to space. They don't pay taxes, but they go out to space and spend billions to do so. But anyways, I digress on that. What we need to do is we need to be united when we have these kinds of things. This won't be the last crisis. Hopefully it won't be even the last crisis of our lifetime. I just don't want to see anything that is so threatening. Threatening even to us who were vaccinated early on. Most of the people in our age group have been vaccinated. We knew what was serious. But the people, younger people, the 18s or even the 12-year-olds through like 45, are denying this and not doing what they need to do. This is a crisis that, because we were divided, has become much, much worse and harder to manage. Good night.